you'll have to see in the rest of the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a teaser like no other.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Lisa Vanderpump your queen? I mean, I'm not arguing with that.
No, she's so beautiful. She's so well put. She speaks so well. She's a gorgeous property. You know what? My dream job would be to manage her household or be her head butler. Just planting that seed right there. I feel like we'd get along like a house on fire.
Well, you would have the swan where would you be able to put up with like the swans and all the pets and all of that? Could you wrangle all of them?
I've been compared to a swan many a time, so yes.
I can see that. How would you, well, maybe now that you're on this podcast, we can put out to the world that you would like to manage Lisa Vanderpump's house.
Absolutely. The whole wealth, actually, not just the house. We can make that bigger, all of the houses. And be best friend too, if that's part of the job description as well.
I think it might be. How would you go about like the first day of working for Lisa Vanderpump and managing, let's just say,
well, first of all, we'd go for a rosé, and we'd look at some French rosés, and we'd probably get the Grus, which is by Chateau d'Escange. She would know. And then we'd sit, we'd wine, we'd have a few giggles, compliment each other's outfit, go back to hers, check out the swans. The deal would be done, and then I'd just come back in a week or so, and we just start from there. And then we didn't have to chat about it. It would be so natural. Don't even need a job description. I know what to do already, Lisa. Boom.
I could see this. I mean, you would have to wear pink for the interview, of course. Like you'd want the job.
Obviously, without.
Let's just put that out there into the world.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm ready for that.
Has anyone else like slipped into your DMs? Like anyone, like Rihanna loves the Housewives. She's slipping into like housewife DMs all the time. Like, has anyone like from the real world, like just of fame, and you're like, oh my God, this person knows who I am?
Do you know what, David? They absolutely have not. So can we get that seed planted too? Let's get some DMs over to Fraser. He's waiting and he's excited but nothing at all. Like, I know we're on like episode 6 only, but nothing special has happened in my life just yet.
I was just going to say we're only on episode 6, and I'm just here trying to help you. I'm just putting it all out there into the world.
I'm gonna be in touch with you more often, David. You're my fan favorite.
This isn't about me, this is all about you and Below Deck. How was it working with Captain Lee?
Really good. Captain Lee and I got along really well. He's a great captain. He cares about his crew, and he's a nice guy. As soon as episodes started to come out, it seems as though he's got a little issue with me. He's not too fond of me and on his social media, which is fine. I don't want everyone to be fond of me. But we were really good in real life. I don't know what's upset him, but I'm just staying in my lane, letting Mr. OG Captain do his thing and say what he needs to say, and then hopefully he'll like me by the end of the season.
What have you read from Captain Lee's social media that's kind of upset you or just shocked you or made you sad the most?
No, I think it's just I think he wants me to stop complaining and bitching about my crew. It's all fun and games. I'm not an evil person. Everything I said to their face. You're never going to see that, obviously, because that's not fun to watch, is it? So it's fun. But I don't think he likes what he saw from the show. But on TV, in real life, or as in when we were filming, we were buds. We always had good things to say to each other. I did want some more recognition from him, but hey ho, I want more recognition from everyone. So that's not too abnormal. But yeah, he was good. I don't know why he doesn't like me. We'll leave it there.
And when you read some of these things, you never feel like you should chime in on the discussion.
Always. But I can't, because I know that maybe that's what people want from me as a response. So I like to like comments of people being horrible just to make them feel that I've seen it and they should feel bad for their horrible things. But yeah, I've had some really nasty stuff come through, but some fantastic love and a huge amount of support. So I'm going to concentrate on those and thank everyone who is there supporting me. Everyone else who's not can just fuck off.
Seriously. You can say, you can use any language you want. What do you think of Captain Sandy? Like, have you watched any of, like, are you familiar with any of the Captain Sandy episodes?
Yeah, I love the idea of Captain Sandy. I think she's fantastic. I think she's great. I think she would like me more. So if Below Deck Med are considering anyone for the next season, slip into one's DMs. It's coming a theme now, isn't it?
Listen, I'm going to get you another job, another appearance on Below Deck, a job with Lisa Vanderpump, others, famous people slipping into your
many
DMs.
Options. Yeah, this is great.
What do you think you would like about working with Captain Sandy? Or why do you think she would like you better, so to speak?
Well, I've only got 2 options in yachting, Captain Lee or Sandy. And what I've read that Captain Lee's been writing about, anything's better. So we'll just go for Sandy for that.
That's a fair answer. Would you go back to Below Deck? I mean, even if it was Captain Lee, like either incarnation or sailing out, like if they asked?
I consider it. It's a lot of work. Honestly, a boat that size should have at least 7 on the interior. And we had 3, 2 of which were doing a job. It's tough. So it's a lot of work, and you're confronted with cameras, and you've got, pick-up interviews, and you've got, it's never ending. It's the most work I've ever had to do in yachting. And it's tough. It takes a toll on you, but it was the most fun I've ever had. If things get better, if we finish the season and I come across great and I'm feeling good about life, then why not? But if it's going the way it's going, I'm going to stay away from TV for the rest of my life.
Really? You're just not
I can't deal with the hate very well. No.
Really, like there's no burning desire to go do some other, Big Brother or some other reality TV show?
David, you're going to be famous for that. I'm not there yet.
Do you let the hate get to you? Because like everyone gets the social media. Like, look, there's comments for all of us. Like, do you really, does that get to you? Because
weirdly enough, the homophobia doesn't, because I've always known that I've dealt with homophobia my whole life. I can shrug it off quite easily. It's obviously gross to see some of the things that people write, like really quite gross. But it's people not liking me when they actually have no reason not to, and I've never liked that. And it's specifically about Jess. People are saying that, turned on Heather, now I'm turning on Jess. In real life, it wasn't about that. Every morning, Jess and I spoke, and I looked her in the eyes and I made her feel good. And we talked about what was going to be exciting today and how many more hours we had to go till the charter was gone and we could go out and have fun. It was always about bringing her up and bringing her up and bringing her up. And I loved her. I really do love her still. But she was really beaten. She didn't want to be there. And she never said anything about her family or her family issues. So I wasn't aware of that, which makes it look worse for me. But she didn't tell anyone apart from Heather. And Heather's not going to spread that knowledge, of course, but she just didn't want to be there. She was like, I hate this, don't want to be in yachting, don't want to be here. And so, yeah, I got angry. And that's what you see on the show. And that doesn't make me look very good. So, yeah, I wish people knew the real story.
Well, we have a lot more of the season to go. 2 more final questions. Have you ever been on a charter, like in the real world, with like some uber famous celebrity where you're just like, because that's who goes on a lot of these charters. Like, have you ever had someone on your charter that we all know and you're just like, oh boy?